There were two big developments coming out of this week's election that affect what we're doing here in Greater Idaho. The first of those was that the voters in California passed Prop 50. Prop 50 was a redistricting measure that essentially would wipe out representation for millions of rural Californians, especially Californians in those northern rural counties that we think would make a good fit for Idaho someday. This vote shows that liberal majorities in blue states are more than willing to strip rural residents of federal representation if it means more political power for them at the federal level. It's clear that for rural people, separating from blue urban centers is a must. The second thing that happened was that in response to the election in Virginia, West Virginia Senator Chris Rose is set to introduce legislation, which is a resolution inviting the rural counties of Virginia to come join West Virginia. So this now marks the third state, Idaho, Indiana, which has invited 33 counties that have voted to separate from Illinois to join their state. And now we have West Virginia. And what it shows is that elected leaders across the country and people across the country are recognizing that for rural people, being forced into association with big urban centers of blue voters is a sure way to lose representation, lose our values, lose our communities, and lose our way of life. And if we're going to protect those things, we have to get into a state that matches us politically. So we have believed for a long time out here at Greater Idaho that it was time for the Trump administration to bring these blue states to the table. There are millions of rural conservative voters who voted overwhelmingly for the president who are having our representation denied us. President Trump, it's time to intervene on behalf of your voters and the people that support you and ensure fair representation for rural people again.